Okay, so now that I'm back on track, I make the equivalent of a misclick, and I use Maelstrom because I thought I had the Sword of Wind out, but I didn't. So I switched to that, do the stupid blob puzzle. Oh, and if you kill the blob, they just respawn more, so it doesn't really matter. Now the chests you're seeing here, well, like, you couldn't access them on the first visit of Mana Temple, but they were there. And there's going to be a few of those. But yeah, once again, the reason I take so much damage in these in this playthrough in particular, and you see me, wow, that's messed up. They can attack through that cutscene. But yeah, the reason that I was taking so much damage is because I'm under leveled and I'm running past all these enemies because I don't want to waste time by attacking them. It makes the boss fights longer, but I still think it'd be faster than actually attacking most of the enemies that I run past. In fights like this, I'll generally just try to use Maelstrom because I don't feel like taking the chance of getting hit. Because like I said before, under leveled, I'll take a hell of a lot of damage, and I don't have that much HP recovery items because I didn't farm that much money. So yeah, everything's pretty much just a bad situation. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention is all the poison that was around on the first visit is now gone and replaced with water, so you can walk on it. Now that poison looked close enough to water to where Musashi should have been able to walk on it, but I'm trying to remember what item he actually gets that lets him walk on water in the first place. Like the water bug shoes or something? Now the reason they show you this cutscene is because they want you to imitate it, but I guess some people might not get that, and some people might not even have gotten Inner Refuge. Now most Ninjaroids that I end up facing in this playthrough I can generally outrun, but red Ninjaroids in particular always seem to fucking attack Musashi. I don't know if it's the hitbox of Extreme or whatever the hell it is, but that's the one Ninjaroid I have a very hard time outrunning and I generally die to. Now in this room, originally I had skipped like 2 or 3 chests, and that's because I thought it would be faster if I just got them this way on the second visit, because I could just run down to the water. Oh, and I also didn't want to go out of my way because I had to carry Clochette that time. In Clochette, as you saw carrying her, I almost died 2 or 3 times. So if I'd gone out of my way to get these items then, I probably would have died. Like damn near 100% chance would have died. This room becomes a lot less dangerous and a lot easier to maneuver after the poison is gone and you can just walk on the water. You can skip pretty much every hazard and every enemy that would normally be up there, and if the enemies fall in the water they die, so you can just leave them down there if they try to attack you anyway. Now right there, that was very unfortunate for me. I got pushed out by the hitbox of Extreme from the enemy, but Musashi didn't block the attack, he just got pushed out, which doesn't make any sense. So yeah, this time instead of jumping over the enemy or just blocking the attack and running past, I decided to kill it, because I don't want to take the chance of getting knocked down there again, even though it was only like 10 or 20 seconds. I still don't enjoy that. Now in the last visit to Mana Temple, this was the room that led to the boss fight, where you had to rescue Clochette, fight Azura, all that. But this time apparently the room got repaired, but it's video game logic, so I guess that works. Now from here I'm going to do two things. The first thing I'm going to do is rescue that Mystic that I just looked at. And after that I'm going to go to the alternate pathway that wasn't available before, because before there was poison instead of water, so you couldn't jump down here.
Thanks, mister.
Now that was actually the last Mystic, and I go to my rescue list just to be sure that was the last Mystic. So 28 out of 28, and out of those 28, there's like maybe 5 or 6 that are actually worth shit. And even then, the game doesn't give you anything for rescuing them, which is sad, because that's supposed to be one of the main objectives of the game. Rescue all 28 Mystics, save all the maidens, get all the swords, beat Gandrake. Now the reason there was a load time there is because Musashi had died, and he did not die once, he died twice in this maze, so I had to cut out 2 parts. I mean, like, traditionally I always die in this maze with Musashi on hard mode. That's just how it is. I'm under leveled. I can't run away from the red ninjaroids. If I try to go into Inner Refuge, they surround Musashi and kill him. So this is generally bad no matter what I do. But the fact that he died twice instead of once. Oh, another thing that makes this very hard is I'm going for every chest. And going for each chest, I had to actually memorize the locations where they were. And I've only gone through this maze. Well, I've gone through it a lot. It's just I've died so many times that I forget like which way is what. And everything looks the same in this fucking maze. Yeah, this is what I was talking about before with how you'll get surrounded. But luckily, I'm by this like laser gate, so that just kills them as I go into Inner Refuge. If I wasn't by that, that would have been more difficult. Musashi might have taken 3/4 of his HP. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention, despite the ninjaroids being bullshit and all this, even if you do manage to kill them, they just respawn. Like, it's an endless wave, so that's good for farming. But I've had better chances farming the blobs than farming the fucking ninjaroids. Because these ninjaroids have killed Musashi, like I said, every playthrough. They're the only ones that I'm not able to outrun successfully. And also, if I wasn't going for every item in this playthrough, this would be a lot simpler. Well, yeah, it would be a hell of a lot easier now, think about it, to do this maze. It's only the fact that I'm going out of my way to get all these items and damn near dying for it. Also, despite all the risk involved in getting all these items, the quality of the items that you get is not really that good. Like, it's not worth, like, risk reward, it's not worth it. Once you finally get to this room, you're pretty much at the end. All you have to do now is get these chests, and after you get the chest that contains the item that you were sent here to get in the first place, one of the warpads will appear back. All you have to do is take it, then you'll get 2 cutscenes that last for a pretty long amount of time.